We had, you know, to get permission to shoot in Venice is very difficult because the whole place is sinking. And it's being saved by the British. I mean, the Save the Venice Fund is an English organization because those English people have got flats there and they don't want the place to go under the water. And because they'd been so nice to us in getting permits, Cubby Broccoli, you know, when he says do something, I do it because he is the producer and I'm a very obedient actor. And he said, you've got to go to a cocktail party tonight for the Save the Venice Fund. And so I went along, and I was also with Ken Adam, who was the production designer, art director on that one, and most of the Bonds. And he is Teutonic, and he loves somebody else to be the butt of humor, not him, you know. So, and he always likes to take the mickey out of me. And so I'm standing there, and a lady with white hair came up, and she said, "What are you doing in Venice?" And I said, we're making a film. "Oh, a film? What sort of film?" And I said, well, it's a 007, a James Bond film. "Oh, and what do you do?" And Ken is hysterical at this point. I said, well, I sort of try and play James Bond. He said, "Oh, yes." She said, "You'll be very good. I knew Ian Fleming."
Are they as much fun to make, those Bond movies, as they are to watch? I mean, and also, are they dangerous? I mean, because you do your own stunt work, don't you?
Yes, and I also lie.
You also lie.
No, I just have doubles for the love scenes. No, yes, there are a lot of bangs and things go on in there. It wasn't. You've got a fairly dirty lot.
Yeah,
here,
that's right. Yeah.
They came straight from the Russell Harty show. No, what were we talking about?
You were talking about the experiences working on the Bond, about them being fun, or in fact accidents. That
Accidents, yeah. Well, on Spy Who Loved Me, I was sitting in a chair like this with Kurt Jürgens down the other end of the table, Mr. Stromberg, and he's got a tube underneath the table in which he is putting something in which is going to fire down at me, and which he does. And I'm supposed to get out of the chair, and the chair explodes. Well, they exploded the chair before I got out of it. And where most of us have one, I've got 3 or 4 holes. It's been very difficult life. You know, I have to take a lease on a whole public lavatory.
But talking about the ladies that they're also, not only they're dirty, they're slow. Talking about the leading ladies that you work with, the question that you must get asked all the time is, which is the one that you really fancied the most of all?
Well, it's very difficult to answer that question because it looks as though you're playing favorites, but I now have to finally confess that I had quite a torrid affair with a leading lady, Miss Piggy.
Oh.
Who is wonderful.
Oh, she's my favorite too. I'll fight you over her, I really will.